mic is working. Hi guys, this is Wayne. Welcome back to Monroe Vax, and I'm going to be covering something today about the Bissell Revolution. All right, and hopefully you hung around long enough after you didn't hear anything going on in the beginning. And then a couple of little things you can do when you get stuck, especially on the weekend. You have machines and you're trying to find out what's going on and nothing is open. You can't get delivery until January or something like that. And it's like, I have to find a way to clean. So is there any kind of hack or anything I can do? Hopefully I can help you guys with that. So in the meantime, just kind of give me a second. Let me kind of gather together and I'm going to share with you. Give me 1 second, guys. When we're back, this is when I'm going to help you. Yeah. Come on in. I'll be here. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, folks. Well, let's jump right in. All right. Let's jump right in. Let's see what's happening here. Just want to make sure we're all good. All right. So today's topic, the first thing I kind of want to knock out the way is this. So a gentleman contacted me yesterday. I think it's from Australia. Hey, Australia. He says, hello, I have a Bissell carpet cleaner, but the water is not coming out. When I press the trigger, would you have any suggestions? Let's dive into this one, all right? Kind of clear some things out the way, all right? Because I think this is probably the best way to start it out, all right? And also, who is hanging out here with us live, all right? If there's anybody, all right? And if not, it's cool. I got a couple of people that pops in a while, and we clear some of these out. And believe it or not, what I wanted to cover to clear up yesterday has to do with the same problem that we just going through. So let me segue into it using what I originally was going to try to cover for you guys. Let me segue into it properly. Let me do it this way, okay? Let's do this. Okay, so the person had a question about a Hoover. I think it was Roger yesterday, and I was trying to explain what's happening with the reservoir. So when you sit your tank on the Hoover, okay, right, this little thing that sticks up here is pressing the bottom of the tank to allow the water to come out. Now, the water now is stored in this reservoir, this tiny little area right here, okay, waiting for you to press your trigger, and your trigger presses down on this guy right here. Now, this has two, if you notice, there are two openings for tubings, okay? This first opening, this first section here is going to allow the water for the hose to just run down without you having to press. That means it's hitting this area first, so the water is just going to run down freely. It's not waiting for anything, okay? But the water that's going to the floor is waiting for you to press for it to open the dam and allow the water to come down, all right? So if you notice that you're having a problem with spraying issues on a lot of shampoos, and if you have one of these, either a Bissell Revolution or one of the Sprint Scrub type shampoos, and hey, how's it going? Oh yeah? Let me double check. Let me double check to see if there's music. Someone said there's music playing in the background, so let me just close everything out. All right, that may have music. Is it okay now? Is it? Okay. I don't hear music on my side, and I don't think I have any apps open that's playing music anymore. It's good now. All right. Oh, really? Clapping. Huh, interesting. Well, all right. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about sorry about. All right, so that's what's happening with a lot of these machines, right? So if you see that water is already coming down already, okay, assume that your tank is okay. How's that? So it's a process of elimination. So we're eliminating one problem by recognizing. So now the way to do it on the Hoover is a lot easy because you can see the tubing in the back of the Hoover. Okay, the Bissell Revolution you can't. So I'm going to show you a way because the person that sent me that text, they already had it open, so they're daring enough to open the Bissell. So I'm going to go in. Okay, and I know a lot of people are not going to dare to go in, but I'm going to go into the Bissell and I'm going to show you a way without going too far into it. I'm gonna show you a way to determine if the water is just free flowing. Okay. All right. So give me a second. All right. Let me get that. Let me get this stuff out of the way because I had other things planned, but I realized, you know what? I just want to cover this. I want to help this person as fast as possible. All these other things are my little pet project stuff I wanted to share with you guys, but I think this is probably more urgent. Okay. Christmas and family coming over and all that stuff. This person may want to get this thing fixed ASAP. All right. So let me get all this. I had other hacks I was doing. I had backpack hack stuff I was doing. Man, I had a whole plan of action. All right. Give me a second. All right. So our friend has a Bissell Revolution Pet Pro. This is just a regular Bissell Revolution. Let me get my overhead camera ready to go. But what I'm going to show you is really the same thing. Okay, the premise is the same, so you should be fine. What I'm about to show you. Okay, all right. Let me give me a second here. Let me just do my little transition stuff here properly. Give me one moment, please. All right, overhead cam. Where are you? There you go. There you go. Overhead cam. All right. I'm going to show you what you can do to figure out what's happening. All right. Now listen. You know, I must really want to help this person because this is a new Bissell, and I'm going to put water in this tank. Okay. Now, if I have a used one in the back, I'll put water in my used tank because once you have water in it, then customer's like, man, you use this already. you can't sell it to me new anymore. And I probably wasn't going to sell this thing new anyway. It's all right. There was I broke something on this, but so I'm gonna put water in this, and I want to show you how to spot it and what's happening. Okay, so if you can kind of give me another second. Because again, this is on the spot. I'm just realized I just want to answer his question. I think his question is more important. So let me put some water in this, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Give me a second, okay? All right. Agua. I need some agua. Need some agua. One sec. All right, I got my water. I got my water. I hope you're still with me. I got my water. I hope you're still with me. Okay. So we have our water. Okay. Just gonna rest this down here. All right, let me take everything off real quick. All right, you get a flathead screwdriver, stick it in the back of this thing and kind of start popping things off. Okay, let me see if let me move my camera out the way a little bit. But really, all the action is going to be up front anyway, but let me see if I can shrink this up some. Let's do this. Let me shrink this up a little bit so you guys have a lot more. That's a little bit more body to see what's happening here. Don't really like the way the camera's looking, though, I'll be honest with you. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take this off. Yeah, that's smaller, right? Yeah. Let's take all this stuff off. And you just kind of go around the sides and, just work your way, work it loose until this stuff comes off. Same thing with back here. You just kind of, work and be careful not to force it too much because you can break the clips. And then all of a sudden, you have another issue. It's not an issue that will stop you from cleaning, but it's an issue that will irritate you, because you broke it. I'm saying it's like every time you look at it, you kind of beat yourself up, like, man, can't believe I did that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off here. Now the Bissell, the Bissell Rebel, it's so much easier to just pop this stuff off. So I really like that Bissell improved that a lot better than the old Revolution, like this one here. This is the older version. Okay, just kind of loosen up all this stuff. Then I'm gonna take these little tabs off the sides here. Let's see, I think I was messing with this, so I only have a screw in here. And the reason I said take these, because it's kind of holding down the side. There's a little lip right here, so this is kind of holding it down, okay? So that's why you have to get rid of this, okay? All right. Now, the thing I don't like about having to do this is that if you move this too far left or right, and you're likely to get your stuff come off, your brushes, and they have to go and fight that whole thing again. And I really hate messing with that. It's just a pain in the butt. All right, here we go. So now that we have this off, let me help the gentleman. Let me show you exactly what this thing is doing, okay? All right, so now there are two hoses, okay? I'm gonna show you what happens the moment you put the tank on the machine. The very moment you put the tank on the machine, I'm gonna show you what happens, okay? All right. I'm looking for a needle nose, guys. Give me one moment. All right. You could probably use your finger if you got strong fingers, but needle nose just kind of help you do things better. I'm gonna unclip the water that's going to the pump. Now the moment you put it on, this water is heading down here. Now he has a stack, which is the Bissell Revolution PET. The water's gonna go to the stack first, okay? And I think, gosh, let me look at that. Let me look at my text again. Let me look at my text one more time. I want to make sure that. Let me see something. Give me a second, because there are two. Okay. Oh, he already took it apart. This guy is all right, man. He's a monster. He's good. Not monster in a bad way, but he's intense. Good. Okay. All right, take a look here. Okay, so take a look. Let me see if you can see it. Can't really see it. Okay. So he took all the hoses apart and everything. All right. He took everything apart. And but there's another hose underneath. Okay. And if what you're going to notice is I'm gonna prove it to you here that the water is just running down the moment you put the tank on. All right. All right. And then the main line is waiting for you to press the trigger before the water hits the main line. All right. Let's open this. Okay. I'm trying not to remove all the pump. I'm just trying to remove that section. So I'm just going to pry it away a little bit here. Come on, buddy. Let me pull him up. Let me pull him back a little bit. If I have to remove the pump, I will. I'm just trying not to, man. I'm being a little bit lazy right now. Not lazy, but trying to. Here you go. Okay, good. Got it. Got it. Are you ready? So, I was sipping on my smoothie earlier. Okay. I use this cup here to catch the water. I don't want it to spill all over my carpet. Where is it at? Can you see? All right, good. So now I got my water tank. Let's put the water on here. All right. Now take a look at what's happening. See that water? Can you see it? Okay, so the moment you put the tank on, that water is coming down. Let me take it off because we're gonna empty out my water. I need it for future tests. Okay? So if that happens, being that you're that far in, then the tank is not the problem. Right? The tank is now not the problem. Okay? What's next? Okay? The next thing, I want to check my trigger. Okay? So you notice that he took it apart already. So I'm going to do the same thing, and then we're going to press the trigger, and we're going to check it out. What's going on? Hey, I remember years ago I saw your video of yours, and you helped me solve the problem with the water trigger for my pet steam cleaner, and also how to change the rubber. And hey, man, I'm glad to see you back. That's cool, Palo. Palo, is that right? I'm saying that right? Palo? Or Payo? Is that an I? Payo? All right. All right, man. Glad to have you back. All right. So now let's do this again. So now I'm gonna put this back here because I don't want all this water to spill out. Okay. So let's put this back now that we proved that point. All right. Let's put this back. Okay. You know what's good about it, Payo, is that number one, not everyone sees the channel at the same time, right? Sometimes only a couple of hundred people see a video. It's not one of those viral things, like people talking about Nicki Minaj or something like that. So I don't get a million people watching these. And then the problem is universal. This guy that have a problem is from Australia, and it's as long as these machines stick around, people are always going to have an issue like this. So mine is for longevity. I realize that again, it's not viral, but it'll be a resource that people can draw on years from now. Okay. All right. You know what? I'll worry about that later. I just wanted the water to stop, so I'll deal with that later. All right. So here we go. Now let me take this off, and I don't have to, but let's take it off. I just want you to see it. I don't want the water to go all in here yet. So let me see. Where do I want to do it at? I'll do it. This is shorter. This is shorter. Let's pull it off here. Let's do this. Anyone that can come off the easiest is really what I want to go for. All right. Let me pry it off. Okay. Come on. Come on. Be a friend. Okay, good. You see it here? So now, this is what the picture, something similar to what his picture is. I think he took these tubes off, but that's all well and good. So now, let's put this on the water again, okay? And now we're gonna wait for the trigger. Now, see the water for the stuff is gonna come and it's gonna stop. It's not gonna go any further until you put the hose inside the section here. So it's at a dam right now. It's dammed up, okay, down here. The water for the carpet cleaner is dammed up here in this section, similar to what I was showing you on this thing here. Okay, so this water flows freely, okay, and this water is dammed up, waiting for you to press the trigger. So now I'm gonna press this trigger, and we're gonna see if the water pours out of this section right here. Okay, so let me put my hand. All right, I'm gonna put my hand like this. Squeeze the trigger, and we're gonna see. Now you don't even need the machine to be running for this, okay? Because it's gravity. All right. I'm gonna press the trigger and see what happens. Okay, you see it? And I got water. Ooh, here you go. Okay, I got water. So this is what I would recommend if you did this test. Okay, and the water flowed in both scenarios, like the way I showed you, and you're still not getting water to spray. This is my recommendation. Okay. Now, see, I told you I didn't want to move it. tell you I didn't want to move this thing. Don't worry about. I'll put this on later. It's just a pain in the butt to mess with this. Okay, but anyway, everyone have their thing that they don't like. I would recommend leaving your adjuster on max. The little can you see it? Here it is right here. Leave this on max all the way up. That's the first thing. The second thing is if you're not getting water, right? Let me keep it right. Let me keep it right. If the first test of water ran, okay, then the tank is at the problem. How's that? If you try to squeeze the trigger and the water didn't come, okay, then it could be a trigger. Okay, this could be the problem because like I was showing the guys yesterday, okay, a lot of these vacuum cleaners, shampoos. Let me change the camera setting. Let me show you because I want you to see this up close. I don't want you to see it like in a tiny picture. A lot of these vacuums, they have a thing that pushes down, and that's what's pushing on the reservoirs. Okay, that's what's pushing on this to let the water out. So if your trigger is broken, then it's not making this happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying not to complicate it any because part one is if the it didn't break. It didn't break. Oh, you got a Shark carpet cleaner. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, Shark is all right, man. Yeah, you know what? I haven't really not. They haven't made their way into the shop yet, the Sharks. So, so yeah, the plastic trigger that pushes it down was what was broken on yours. Ah, okay. All right. So you glued it. Ah, well, that's the hack, man. That's what we do. We fix it. You can replace it or you can hack it. Some people, they don't want to fix things. They're comfortable replacing stuff, spending more money. And other guys are like, man, look, man, I work hard for my money, and let me not just throw it away like that, okay? And I'm that kind of a person. So check your trigger. Okay, now how do you tell if your trigger is like really loose, like no tension at all? Because the reason you're supposed to feel tension because it's pushing down on something. Now in the Bissell, it's a spring-loaded valve. So you really it has to push down against the spring. With Hoover, it's a I don't think a spring is. It could be. I don't think a spring is in here. It sounds more like almost like a suction cup type deal, but it could be a spring. I never opened it up to see. Okay, but either way, you're pushing against resistance, so you should feel the resistance in the trigger. And if there's no resistance, the problem is here. Okay, now you have two ways you can do it. Okay, now Peo decided to use glue. Be smart and find a way that works for you. Some people decide they just want to replace the handle. I think we sell the handles. They're like $28. You can just go to MonroeVacuums.com and buy yourself a handle for the Bissell Revolution. But sometimes, man, it's just a matter of some kind of a wedge, something to make that work. Okay, cool. What's the other thing I can recommend? Now, if you told me that your water was just leaking out, that's another problem, right? So I don't want to go into things that you're not really facing. Okay, so the two scenarios, right? The water is flowing, no problem. Now, if no water is flowing at all, in both scenarios, just resting it on there or squeezing the trigger, then it might be a tank. It's possible that your tank, if your tank is just a little bit out of whack, I'm talking, just a millimeter type stuff, okay? It won't work. It won't work. This is a precision fitting. There has to be exact the way they have it set up, okay, for the water to come out. So Now, what can cause that is hot water. Some people put like boiling hot water in their tank, and it messes everything up. Okay, the boiling hot water just like it warps the tank. It makes everything just kind of like that. Okay, so okay, just like with mine. Let's say my tank was like really hot, and I just dropped it. Okay, it can move the plastic because of that. So don't put hot water in your tank. Don't do that. The hot water is from steam cleaning back in the days, and I think they still do steam cleaning, but for like commercial carpets, and they didn't have brushes to scrub the carpet, so the hot water is what helped them extract stuff. Okay, let me see what here I have to say. This should make the material stronger. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff should be stronger, but that's not part of the business plan, right? Okay, how are we gonna get you back to the store to keep buying new stuff? I think all these guys work together. You notice that, except for a few, there's a few that actually make very sturdy material. And I think they're not part of the clique. But I think the clique, they all make it out of the same fragile material. They know that I'll have customers on my side sometimes, and the other guys, they're going to get some of my offshoot customers, and then the other guy's going to get them. We all get to share the business. And they're all playing the customers. You would think that I should be behind the curtain doing one of these, man. Don't say nothing, but I buy stuff too. I don't want to buy cheap stuff. So, I don't want to buy cheap stuff. All right. so, so I'm not going to advocate for anyone making cheap material stuff, man, because that sucks. All right. But, but my own little mind, I go there sometimes. I'm like, man, come on, man. You guys can make this better. you know, um, so anyway, that's that. All right, guys, that's that. All right. And hopefully that answers his question. And if he has more, he's unable to fix it with the little troubleshooting I was able to help with, then reach back out and I'll do my best. Okay, I'll do my best. All right. I hope that was good. All right. Oh man, I tell you. All right. I'm gonna move on to my next segment. All right, but that. So hey, man, hey, Peo, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for coming, just hanging for a few minutes. I have my usual backpack that passes through, and holidays and stuff like that. A lot of things are happening, so my usual crew not here. They pop in every day and watch the live shows. So that's pretty cool. All right. Yesterday, I was working on a shark, two sharks, and they both had the same problem. And the brushes weren't turning. Okay. And I found out what it was. And I fixed both of them. And I just kind of want to give you an idea of what I found. And if you have a shark and your brush is not turning, it's probably one of these issues. Okay. So let me clear my table, and then let me put my shark heads up here, and then I'm going to kind of walk through what I did and how you can possibly avoid this. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's that. Yeah, I'm just gonna lift this up and move it out, man, because I can't. I'm not gonna put it all back together right now. I'm gonna move it out right now, guys. What I should do, I'll be honest with you, these demo machines, I should definitely put them up like for sale, because I'm using them. They're new, but I'm taking them apart, putting them back together, taking them apart, putting them back together. I'm like, I should probably just, hey guys, I have this for sale. Anybody want to pick this thing up? I'm gonna have a ridiculously reduced price, that kind of thing, and then just they buy it and I ship it out, something like that. I'll think about it. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, because it's now a demo machine. It's been it's been brutalized. It's been taken apart. Got naked and everything, and now I'm gonna go. So I can't go. So I think that would be a great idea. I might just do that. All right. Okay. Let me show you what I got. All right. Let me show you what I got. I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I'm trying to get enough nutrients. I'm a little bit low energy right now. Even went to sleep early. As I was like, man, I was feeling tired, man. I went to sleep early and everything. Um, and that's like not really early. I mean, gotta sleep. If early is like 10:30, 11, that's early. Then you know I'm normally up late, right? I don't know what time you guys go to sleep. Um, let me see what I have here. All right, so I have some questions I normally put for my backpack, guys, and sometimes it's like in the form of Family Feud type questions. So I'm gonna put one up here real quick. Boom. All right. Name something people pretend to understand so they don't look dumb. All right. Name something people pretend to understand so they don't look dumb. All right. I think I have one. I have one in mind. I mean, they have a few answers here, but I personally have my own answer on that one. All right, here we go. Okay, let me show you what I found. All right. Let me show you what I found. Let me get my overhead cam going. Where's my overhead? Overhead, transition. All right. So the way I did I did a real quick, what do you call that? Diagnostic. Because I had the same machine. I had two of the same machine. I had one in the shop and the customer bought one in. And what I did, and you can do the same if you have a friend that have the same of anything. Let's say the gentleman that texts me about and I'm saying gentleman because I'm not sure. If it's a lady, my apologies. The person that texts me about the Bissell Revolution pet, if you have a friend or somebody who have a tank, okay, you can just borrow the tank real quick and just check it. Just verify your findings, okay? Um, what I did is I popped another shark on top of the thing to make sure that the shark body itself wasn't the problem. Okay, so I put the same head. I put the head that I knew worked. How's that? I put the head that I knew worked on the body of the shark that came in on this body. Okay, and this guy was able to turn him on. So I said, all right, well then, this guy is the problem. The power, the brush switch isn't the problem, right? The electricity, the connector, the prongs underneath that connects to this isn't the problem. Okay. And then the moment I got in there, I found the problem. Like it was almost instantaneous. Okay. If I can just find it. There it is. Hey.
Hey.
I'm over here, man. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, so you said you smelling burning, right? Guys, I'll be right back. All right? You smell burning.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you smell the burning from the motor area? Because you don't have the nozzle with you.
I do have a nozzle.
You do?
I do.
Oh man, great, man. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm checking in a rainbow right now. Give me 1 second and I'll be back. I'll be back to hang out with you guys. Let me put some hold music. Let me put some hold music on while we do this. All right. Hold on. I don't have a. Oh, you know what? That would be great if I had hold music and like a video scene. You know, I could switch the scenery. I can give you like some ocean, like some water splashing up and stuff like that. That would be cool, right? All right, maybe next time you'll know when I put you on hold when you start seeing the water. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something cool though. All right, but let me put this in the background for you guys real quick. And while I get this guy going, taken care of. Hey, all right. Okay, fantastic. Let me know the information here. Real quick,
Okay.
First name?
Greg.
Greg.
Yeah. Last name Topper. Topper.
And what's the phone number?
704-242-6733. I've had my other vacuums in here.
Yeah, I recognize your face, Greg.
This is one I got for my daughter. She moved from a bigger house to a small apartment and didn't need it. So never been a real big fan, but I figured, it's actually a good vacuum. It does the job. It's just
smelling burn. Okay, so I will look. I'll check it out.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Burning. Let me see. Burning. Smell. Now, do you know? Did it turn over? The water got into that motor area. Did it turn over by accident?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, because this section here, although it's there, water could still find its way in.
Okay.
All right, so that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you're looking at if you think it needs, whatever. I don't know how these things will do. Whatever it would be, just let me know. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. All right, thanks.
How was your holiday?
It was good. My mom is here visiting me from New York, so
she's missing out on
I have
snow up there now. They're having a beautiful snowy Christmas up there.
Yeah, man, that's all right. But my son would have loved it. Golly. Yeah.
I'm glad. I have a son in New York too, so that's why I know we were watching it. But I asked him about coming down. He works in hospitality and stuff. He's never off on holidays. That's right. It's just always.
That makes sense. Yeah. My mom was that boss. She worked at the Kirby Psychiatric.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving.
She's working at City too. So have a great.
Yes, sir. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back in action. I'm here. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for me. All right. So I thought I just turned the volume off. Okay. So guys, let's continue. So these are a few things that can go wrong with a shark. The likely culprit. Can this be a problem? Possibly, yes. These guys can be a problem. What's the likelihood of them being the problem if you have an issue with your shark? It's less likely that that'll be the problem. It's more likely that it's, let me just get this back in. Make sure you kind of wedge this in with these things. It's more likely that either your micro switch is the issue. Okay, in this case it was. It just wasn't, it was just, there's no life in it, right? It's you don't have that click, So this was done. Okay, so now a micro switch will either do two things when it clicks. It's either gonna close the loop or the open door. For example, electricity is flowing, right? Okay. How's this? Let's see if I can do a good job with this. Here it is, right here. Okay. So electricity is flowing. I need a thicker marker, but this will just have to do. So electricity is flowing. That's electricity right there. And this thing is the micro switch right here. This little deal here is a micro switch, with the little fancy loop. Okay. And then this is possible electricity right here. This is just possibility, meaning that the electricity still have to pass through the micro switch for it to continue to the motor. So when this switch is clicked, it either is going to open the loop or close it. In this case, it closes the loop and allows electricity to continue on its journey. Okay? It's like a bridge, like a drawbridge. You know what I mean? So the way they draw it in the thing, they normally draw it like this. And it looks like that. They give it like a thing, and then it looks like this. That's how they normally would do it, where it's open and close. Oh, sorry. Open and close. See that? Okay? All right. So it's normally drawn like this under if you're looking at electrical diagrams and stuff like that. But that's all the micro switch is doing. It's closing the loop now, or closing the door to or making the way. It's like saying, "Cop, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead." It's like a traffic cop. It's like a traffic cop, right? So the moment you recline your machine, the electricity runs. And what's happening with this is that this guy is stuck open. Okay, so the electricity can't go any further. So I had to just replace him, and that fixed the problem with this guy. But we still have another issue because the hose was torn, so I still have to replace that lower hose. Okay, and I have videos on my site about how to replace this. But just for anyone who's wondering, being that I'm already on this topic, if you notice how it's screwed in, you notice the spiral in here. Okay, all you have to do is find a hose that size of this, cut a little piece of it, and just turn it in there. Okay, and it's a little pain in the butt to turn it on the other side too, because you may have to disconnect your wiring because you have to do a whole turn. That's not fun, but it has to be done if you want to fix that. Okay, all right, so that's that. All right, that's that. Let me move that out the way. Okay. Now the other possibility is the brushes. All right, and so I'm going to show you on this one what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, if you notice, these are kind of the same, and this has the same problem. Look at that. Look at the hose. It's torn. I don't like these hoses. All right. The kind of hose I actually like. Let me see if I have a copy of one here. Something a little bit more crush-proof style is, for me, the better style hoses. Now, this is not quite crush-proof. This is more akin to this, but it's made of stronger material. So you're less likely to have a torn hose with this, unless something like, like poke it or something. Okay. All right, with these. Okay. I was looking at that camera and I saw it happen a couple times, like news interviews, and they forgot they got the cue to look here, and they're still looking here. Okay, so what happened with that one is here got all up in the side of that one there, and it started to melt this area, and then to make matters worse, this happened. Let me show you. Now this stuff normally just snaps in here. Okay, you know what? Let me change the view. Give me a second, folks. Let me change the view. Okay, all right. So now this normally will go in here, right? And then it goes into the side, and it spin. It allows it to spin. It gives it the little free flow to spin. But then when this starts to happen, when too much hair get inside this thing, this is what occurs, and that'll jam up your any vacuum system. It'll do this to it. Okay, and now. If you don't have a hose, you can't find a brush, you can't get one right away, then you're going to have to do the hard work of just cutting away at this thing. But this is hard, man. This is hardened plastic here. See that? That's hardened. So all of that melting did that. Okay? And it's supposed to be here. How did it get like hard, like plastic? Okay? No, I don't think it's fake here. But I feel like, how do they get hard like plastic? And then also carpet fibers will do that too. Carpet fibers will get in there. And carpet fibers are actually more plastic. It's like, I believe a lot of carpet is made from plastic bottles or that soft plastic, and they turn into strands. They get them real thin like that. All right? A lot of carpet is made of that kind of material. All right? But so that's what I had to do, guys. I had to open this guy up. This is not the one, but I had to open this guy up pop out the side of the little cap here so I can remove the brush, pop the brush back in. That's how they made these things, where you have to slide this in here, right? See, it goes right into the side, okay? And then to get it out, you would have to pop it out. So you can't even just go in and just pull your brush out. You got to take the whole head apart to expose this area so you can pry out the side caps, okay? And then remove your brush. That's how you would have to change your brush on one of these sharks, okay? Same thing on this side, okay? Regular vacuums like a Bissell, you can just open the thing and just pull the brush out. You're good to go, all right? Give me a second, guys. Hey!
How you doing?
Man, I put you through a ringer, man. I apologize for that.
No, that's all
All
right.
right. Once you say hi to my mom over here, though.
Y'all have a good Christmas?
Yes, yes.
Good.
Wait, here's our bad boy right here. Fully functioning.
Mine's the nuts.
Wait, oh. This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jeff Rush. That's all right. You got a lot going on.
I just assumed, but you know what? The other guy came. We had I was looking at the flag.
Oh.
Came in with the same thing. I was like, oh, that's cool. Jeff, let me just, I have to put a clip, because I took a clip off.
Okay.
Right? Give me a second.
Okay.
I was wanting to look at one more thing.
Okay.
Man, see you just down the road here, Jeff.
Yeah, I went far.
Okay. Awesome. Where did I put my stuff here? I'm going around in circles, Jeff. I just want to make sure my brain is still functioning today. How was your Christmas?
It was great. It was great.
Yeah. All right.
For New Year's now.
Yeah, man.
We're going to put this one in the book.
I mean, it just literally just the other day.
It seems that way.
That's what it feels like to me.
Every year they get a little quicker.
Yeah. I do these. Oh, here it is. I was doing I make videos here, Jeff. So
Oh, do you?
yeah, and sometimes we
Watching videos?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Right here. This thing is back, rocking and rolling.
Good.
I'm so happy for this thing. There are times when you just can't do nothing. And it's like, what do you tell me? It's like, I tried everything. I just can't.
Yeah, they're good vacuums, but I don't know. They seem to need service.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Everything requires some kind of service, but whether the shops are available anymore,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, go inside here. All right, we'll be right over here. Oh, yes, sir. No, man, he came from Pageland.
Oh,
I
wow.
had to leave early.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that. It hits me, but some issues came up and I had to kind of deal with it.
Sure, yeah. I was in Waxhaw, so I went far, and then I was already out.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. These guys, we want them to do what they're supposed to do. Here we go. So this. Be nice. Okay, now this one. Fantastic. All right, here, the blue light shows. Okay, great. Fantastic. Your printer is not charged. If I can text you a receipt or email
You
it.
can text it. That's fine.
This one. That same number?
Yep, 423.
Okay.
Yeah. 3218.
Thanks. Thank you. All right.
Thanks, sir.
And yeah,
Appreciate you.
yes, sir.
Y'all have a great New Year's.
You too. All right. Guys, I'm so sorry about that. I'm out of sorts this morning. I was telling you, man, I'm trying to regain my cognitive. Everything seemed to be out of whack today. Totally out of whack today, guys. But I'm gonna make it. All right. So that's probably gonna wrap it up right now, guys. I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of ways to work around these things. If you run into the situation like this, okay, where am I? Let me get the overhead. If you run into the situation like this, okay, where you have a torn one of these, there's a couple of hacks, man. There's emergency hacks you can do. There's hacks where if you need to just patch this temporarily, you can to keep it going. But if you want to replace it, okay, you see how I'm all I have to do is really is pull this apart. Okay, I can just pull this all the way out because it's a wind up, you know. See that? Okay. And if you look all the way up in there, I'm not sure if you guys can see me. You can see all the way up in there, right? You can literally get a hose, right? And this is probably too long, of course, but and you can just turn, 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 and now you got that part in, and now you just have to be able to get this part. Now, and this one is a lot easier than the upright. This is a stick version. What's good about the stick is that you can pop this out, okay? And I think after this, we're gonna wrap it up. All right. But the good about this, you can pop this out. Okay. Now you're probably gonna end up cutting this about this short. Let me show you. It's gonna be about that short, because what you don't want to happen is that when it's time to go upright, you have too much hose to do the job. All right. But you want to get the right size, and that's the problem. The problem is finding the right size hose that will fit this. Okay. So some guys may sell it on eBay, or you may have another hose somewhere. I have the luxury of having like access to hoses, so I'll toy with a few to find out which one is a good fit. Okay, rather than chucking it, or maybe just buying something on eBay. I'll buy a long, like I'll get hose like like this long, okay, and hold on, let me double check. Let me make sure I'm still here, because this. Give me a second. My thing pauses, and I've got to make sure I'm still with you guys. Let me see if I'm still with you guys. I'm still here? Okay, I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay. All right, yeah. So, so I would get hose like this, okay? All right. And that's how I would do that. All right. Let's wrap it up. All right. Well, thanks to guys for hanging out today. Thanks for coming my way today, man. Make best of the rest of the year. Okay. Hopefully you can make some brand new New Year's resolution and stuff like that. All right. And but like I said, for the sharks and for a lot of vacuums, really, this is what you can do stuff like this and just find the right size, and that's it. There's always a way around it. Okay, but the attitude have to be to find a solution. It can't be to give up, and that's in everything else. And especially if you're the kind of person that don't like to be a victim of any sort, if that's your attitude about life, it's like things happen to you. I just don't have to fall in love with being a victim. Okay, there's a price to pay. Okay, there is a price to pay with falling in love with being a victim, or there's a price to pay because it's bad enough to be a victim, right? To be to be in real trouble, that's tough enough, right? But for me to wish it upon myself unconsciously because it feels better is like, damn, that's a hell you can't escape. Okay, and I see whole groups of people that is the way of life, right? I am a victim and you're a victimizer. And that's like, dude, you're okay with that? You're gonna live with that for the rest of your life? So my channel is about that, problem solving, and once in a while we'll talk about things like this. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be successful at it every single time, but I think I prefer to go at it with the attitude that I'm trying to win, I'm trying to solve the problem, rather than the attitude of, woe is me, man, look at me, I'm a bigger victim than you. There's no prize for that, and the price is too high. All right, anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Stay positive. All right, I'll be back next week with some more stuff. And today we're just going to sign off, and I'll see you later.